Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, huge down day. The war started, the war ended. And now we see, in theory, all the tech should absolutely fly. Once again, this is in theory, doesn't mean reality. Okay? Now, we told you 2 weeks ago on a Friday, I posted out there, the next 2 weeks are going to be kind of a chill thing. Things are going to move way less. And look what happened. It moved way less. And it's interesting, and I can tell if people are doing good, or they're doing bad, or they're over trading, or getting crazy. We start the week every week on a Monday, and our whole goal is to cover all our positions. That's it. It's that simple. And make everything free, and then we see. Today, on Wednesday, you have ASML. And I think ASML, everything indicates it's going to be good. Everything indicates that $9 billion in bookings may go to $14 billion. If it goes to $14 billion, 1,100, 1,200, who knows? But if there's any Israeli attack, right back down. Bitcoin ETF in China got approved. How is Bitcoin not at 80,000 on this? How about when the war started, Bitcoin dropped $6,000 in less than a minute, and this kid who I guess got a bunch of followers for no reason says, I sold my Bitcoin. Who the hell sells it on a $6,000 drop? And it came all the way back. You know why? You know why he sold it? Guys, type it in. Why did he sell it? Why did he sell it? Come on. You should know this. You should know this. No, not fear. Why did he sell it? Exactly. He bought too much. If he didn't buy too much, he would have been fine. It goes to 72, goes to 62. It never broke 60. If he bought too much, this is the same thing with stocks. You see NVIDIA sitting here at 8888. Today, NVIDIA is very straightforward. If it takes out this 906 from Thursday's close, it's gone. It's absolutely gone through 922, and then we see. But it may get to 922 and drop 20. ASML hit 1022 Mondays ago. Hit 1020 and dropped 65. This was 1050 this year. So let's see how far it goes if they run it. Now, can the market go negative? Absolutely. Can it go positive? Absolutely. But wars are notoriously bullish. This war even more so. They spent money, so now they got to redo all those, okay? So let me tell you, the expect zero absolutely works in trading, and it makes you a better trader because it doesn't ever make you panic, okay? This one person sent me a message maybe, 2-3 weeks ago that, Sam, I have NVIDIA. I've made a lot of money. It looks like it's going to crash. I said, okay, but what'd you buy it at? They bought it when I said buy it at 506 with a $500 stop, $499 stop. You can make 200, 300 points, and your downside is 7 points. Well, that's what he did. And then he said, Sam, should I sell? And I said, you're up 300, 400 points. Are you happy? He goes, I think it's going to go more. Okay, so then chill. You're up 400 points. Or go buy a put and cover it, right? I mean, this is trading. Today, Goldman Sachs destroys earnings. He's up 15. Market can't go down hard if Goldman Sachs is up, right? We know this, okay? Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't reverse and the market crash, but it's strong as of now. And it looks like it may get to 416 really fast. Let's see, okay? But if it takes out 400, it's not good, okay? So today you got ASML flying. It's up 26. That means Lam Research should go, okay? You got NVIDIA. If it can take out 892 at open, that'll be over the 891 I seen early in the morning, and then it gets ready, okay? So that's what we know that's happening. That's what we know that's happening. Look, it doesn't matter if a war starts. Chips are chips. You're still going to do chips. Let me tell you something else I said out there. And see, I strategically post stuff on public Twitter to make people think. And people that don't think, they all fail, and they become trolls, and whatever. But that's okay, because I'm not going to give stupid people free information. I'm going to make you think, okay? I mean, so here, let me give you a comment on NVIDIA. So the new NVIDIA chip uses 40% less power, okay? So what do you think is going to happen next year's new chip or the year after? I think it's 18 months out. What do you think that chip is going to do power-wise versus the H100? I would say it's at a minimum, it's 60 to 65% less power than the original one. The H100s that everybody has bought and put into the AWS and Google Cloud and Microsoft Cloud, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to say, oh, let me just keep using 65% more power? Really? How? So if a chip, and somebody can do the calculation here, I haven't done it, but let's say a chip costs $40,000 and uses X amount of power. So here I'm going to give you the equation. A chip, one chip times $40,000, okay, plus power plus Y equals X. That's how much you're spending, okay? And 2 years from now, that one chip, a new chip, is going to cost $40,000, same chip, but it uses 65% less power. At what point do you replace it? You solve that equation, and then you know when they're going to replace all these chips, and they're going to say, I don't want the H100 in my data center. It costs too much. And so let's just say you can replace it in 2 years, and your energy cost is less, so it basically cuts off the price of the chip, and you're net even. Why wouldn't you replace it? Really? Right? So why do people say, oh, NVIDIA, they're going to lose business? Who the hell is going to lose business? Okay, that's NVIDIA. Now let's go to AMD. So there's a story on AMD that's not making the rounds because so many people, I mean, they're dumb people. Let me tell you, you can't make a chip. Jack and Jill can't go up a hill and just freaking make a chip. Oh, I'm going to hire people, I'm going to make a chip. You can't do that. You're 5 years away from making a chip that can even sell. AMD doesn't have CUDA. But let me tell you something that everybody should understand about AMD. Google is not buying any AMD chips and not putting it in their cloud. They're not even putting it in their cloud at a reduced cost because they say they don't even think it works. That's Google. Doesn't mean it's true, but it means the AMD chip is effectively shit. Now, I don't care if you have AMD stock or not. I'm just telling you, okay? It's very simple. And if AMD chip is shit, I'm sure the Google chip is worse. Even worse is the Amazon chip. And the Tesla chip is garbage. So there are no AI chips. This is not rocket science, guys. Last thing, Tesla, and I posted something on Tesla. I didn't want to do it because Elon may get pissed at me, but this is absolute reality. The Tesla numbers are coming out for monthly or the quarterly production, and he says, our numbers are going to be shit, but I'm going to go out there and tweet free FSD for everybody for a month. So everybody, instead of saying the numbers are bad, they start buying the stock. Oh my God, free FSD. And I had people send me messages saying, Sam, everybody's going to get FSD. This is at $199. And I'm like, no, nobody's getting FSD. Nobody. Okay? Then you get a thing out there that they're going to stop Model 2. And in the middle of the day, he says, I'm going to release a roadster, or not a roadster, driverless car, taxi. And I just laughed. I'm like, oh, more bad news. He's just going to make up something to make everybody excited. Well, that car is not coming next year, guys. And it's not even coming the year after. He has never produced anything. And I love Elon. And I love the stock. But he's not going to produce that car. And it's not going to be available. And nobody's using Robotaxi. And if you have a Tesla, no, you don't have an app that somebody can rent your car. Not going to happen. Okay? It's just fact. So he tried to change the narrative again. And now earnings are coming. And what does he do on earnings? He says, let's cut the price of FSD to 99. So everybody starts saying, oh my God, we're going to make all this money off FSD. We don't care about cars. Guys, that's a smart CEO. It's a genius CEO. On stunningly bad news, he keeps telling you good news. Let me tell you, if FSD was $49, I'd be like, everybody's going to get it. Nobody's getting it at $99 either, guys. It's just not. And I understand all you Tesla fans. That's okay. I'm just telling you, you're here for reality. And the reality is, you don't lay off 20,000 people if you're making a ton of money. You don't do that. Oh, they're not making a ton of money. Oh, their margins are going to be less. Oh, their cars are going to have more issues. Oh, you're not going to be able to service them. Oh, the taxi app's not going to be here. Oh, how many bad news items do you need in Tesla? Now, maybe it gets to 100, maybe it gets to 80, and then 2 years from now, it goes back up to 400. Okay? But it's not going there right now. It's not. It's that simple. Doesn't mean you can't buy it and sell it on a 1 day, 2 day type of thing. Okay? So just understand that. That's what we know. Okay, good morning, everybody. 4:15. Stocks go up, stocks go down. The war started, the war ended, and there's a guy named Kevin. Maybe you'll meet him at Vegas. He's been with me from day one. Almost 10 years. Very smart guy. Sends me messages all day long. Great messages. He's the one that actually came up with maybe the drones, they don't want the drones to get through. This was his. Very smart guy. And he's right. They didn't want the drones to get through because there's no damage, so there's no retaliation, and everything's done. They don't have to go to war. Really smart guy. Thanks, Kevin. Okay. So we're up 33. That puts it at 52.56. Right back to high of year. 52.72, 52.91. Under 52.21 would be bad. Okay? Avago, 1,400, 14.52. NVIDIA, just look for 891 in the first 5 minutes and 900. It may rip to 900 if people get smarter. Okay? 906, 909, 916, 922. Lam Research, 991, 991, 1006. ASML, trying to run. Can it get through 1,000? Would love to see 1020, and then we roll. Interesting. PANW, back on the screen. It's getting time to look at the 310s for earnings. CrowdStrike, like the 330 for earnings. Zscaler, like the 200 for earnings. VKTX, still 2 more weeks. No deal yet, 76.81. Lilly, how about my quote? People got a kick out of when the war is starting. Sam was making little jokes that kind of keep... Guys, when a war is starting, maybe it would have got worse. You got to keep it light. So the Sam made a couple jokes out there. It's like, oh, If Lilly just comes out and says no Ozempic to Iran, they may stop. It's good to keep it light, guys. Don't get all crazy because Twitter is already crazy enough. Okay, so you got to chill. So Lilly can't seem to get through 794. If and when it gets through, it explodes. DJT, it's down to 26. This thing is not even worth 5 cents, guys. It's not worth 5 cents. Okay? Carvana, 81, 92, underneath 71. ARM, can't break 119, can't break 144. AMD, 156. This Google News, if somebody says sell it on there, it can get to 156 and then back up. It's not about the AI chip. Okay? They're the second best after NVIDIA. Okay? But not about AI, just regular chips and stuff. Okay? 176. Goldman Sachs actually like the 415s that open for $1. They're going to be more than $1. Okay? MicroStrategy, ETF is approved. If Bitcoin can get through 68,000, it can take this test. And then this one goes 1609, interesting number. Okay? Coin, 266, 288. Meta, strong. 526, 533. SMCI, 952. NOW earnings next week. I like the 800s at 3 for earnings. They're 10. They're 10. I like them at 3. Don't overpay. But we want to see, is ASML go up 100 points on earnings? If it does, let's say ASML goes down on earnings. Everything goes down on earnings. Then all of these things are not going to move. ASML is going to tell you this. Okay? Microsoft, no man's land, doesn't move. Doesn't move. Can't get through 433 and can't break 419. Tesla. Let people buy it. Think the earnings are going to be awful. He's going to pump this driverless taxi, and it's not going to happen. But his margins are going lower. He's going to say they're going to get better, but his production is going to be way less. Tesla needs another year. That's it. Very simple. Okay, that's what we know. That's what we know. Snowman, nothing to buy there. You got to see how ASML works first. That's what we know. SPX up 41. I told you. When Sam goes out there and he says Rippy mode, interesting. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.